For those of you who haven't seen, it was screen capped, so I'm going to read it to you guys verbatim. The ruling update for the Iron Solari League by GG Sphere, February 3rd, 2015. Greetings, ladies of the league. Because, you know, it's very specific because the ladies of the league are apparently in their own league and they cannot compete with men, which is what I would be gathering here. And for some reason, you know, in a physical sport, you know, I get it, you know, muscle tendencies, you know, differences between the male and the woman.
You totally can't click mice and press keyboard buttons.
According to Riot Games, that's basically the implication, and many online gaming sites out there would have you believe this, but with that aside. Anyway, greetings, ladies of the league. After the successful and fun inaugural event, we are excited to announce that our all-feminine tournament, the Iron Solari, will now be organized monthly, with the second leg happening February 22nd, 2015 at thenet.com Rectomania. Or excuse me, Manila. Excuse me. Here's more about the second leg, and they give you a little link that you click there. Then it says, for this coming leg, we intend to experiment on some changes we plan to put into place with regards to who can join the Iron Solari. This is related to the open discussion of whether members of the lesbian, gay, / transgendered community, particularly gay and transgendered women, be allowed to participate. Now, they say the lesbian, gay, and transgendered women, correct?
Yeah.
Now, it says particularly the gay and transgendered women. Does lesbian and gay mean something completely different and I'm just not getting it? Like, am I wrong? Like, is there something in the vernacular or the terminology of those two words that does not make them synonymous?
Well, what has happened is that men can be only gay and women can be lesbian or gay.
But how is it not the same? Like, I want a literally explicit definition for both telling me why. Because I understand if you're going to say, well, gay is typically used for men and lesbian is used for women. And okay, that's fine if that's the precedent that you're going to set between those two words. But then it says particular...
I hear a gay guy can join this team or what?
No, but right there it says particularly gay and transgendered women. So a man would not be applicable for this assessment of the word. Which makes it even more confusing, but we'll get into that terminology mumbo-jumbo later.
Transgendered woman, does that mean one who was a man who turned to a woman, or a woman who turned into a man who's still a woman? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
There's certain precedents that are not set here, and it's like, if a man becomes a woman, then a man would still be in your league, and therefore, why can't a regular man join your tournament if it's the same type of thing? Which makes this like a whole cloud of smoke here, but, you know, we'll get into that, I'm sure. But, let's continue reading. Anyway, we'll be allowed to participate. We've given a lot of thought on this subject. Obviously you haven't, because you definitely did not think this through. I think that was a lot of bullcrap. I think that was a lot of shenanigans, and I don't really think it's something that you actually truly did. I think it's something you kind of pulled out of your ass at the last minute, but, you know, we'll get into that in a second. Anyway, so, we've given a lot of thought on this subject, and we've similarly consulted and talked with various parties, including the female teams who joined the first leg of the Iron Solari, and a number of League of Legends players belonging to the lesbian, gay, transgendered women community. For any events we do, we always want to make sure that we are able to have an inclusive environment where no one feels left out. Obviously, that is why you're having an all-feminine tournament and you're setting rules on how many people can be on a team. Inclusive, though. Anyway, and of course, everybody to enjoy. Well, obviously not if you're just going to put limits on certain people, given this discrimination and the segregation type, you know, push in the community and the dividing line that should not have to be there, because this is video games we're talking about, not like a physical contact sport or, you know, something that has, you know, real life implications, but, you know, we'll get into that a little bit later as well. Anyway, on this angle, we believe that allowing more to be eligible to join is obviously the answer, and as many of our female teams have expressed, lesbian, gay, transgendered women members are their friends too. On the other hand, for any competitions, we seriously look at ensuring that there's a fair, level playing field for all participants. They're really driving this whole women and men are not equal when it comes to moving a mouse and actually, you know, operating a keyboard, mouse, or any sort of peripheral hardware that you would have to your computer or video game console. And apparently men are just so much infinitely better than that that it puts us in a different league. But, hey, once again, they're driving that point home. So, they go on to say here, and there are arguments and concerns for other participants who disputes that lesbian, gay, transgendered women members may probably have some unfair advantage. which they do not disclose in this article or in this set piece at all. Anyway, they say, putting all these points into consideration, we wish to experiment on the following rule changes to be implemented in this second leg. Number 1. Each team will be allowed to have a maximum of one gay transgendered woman for the entirety of the of the tournament day. Excuse me. Therefore, teams cannot do the following. Team A's first game with 4 female members and 1 gay. Then on Team A's second game, they will have 4 female members and replace another gay or transgendered member. Now, let's just be real here. Let's just be honest. Let's just call this out for what it is. Basically, what they said is you can only have 1 gay, transgendered, lesbian person per team. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Cautis, but to be a lesbian or to be, I don't know, gay or something like that, let's say you're in a relationship with someone else who plays League, how many people is that? Minimum.
Let's see. Carry the 1, add the 1, subtract the 1. I believe the answer is 2.
Okay, so if there's 2 who are in a relationship and they both play the game, but they can't be on the same team because there's only 1 per team, does that mean a couple cannot be on the same team?
I believe that's what they're saying.
Really, though? Really, though? Really, though? Really, though? Equality, though? Inclusiveness, though? Community, though? Really? Really, though?
This is really dumb.
And no, can I ask my secondary follow-up question?
Yeah.
How do you know if a woman is gay or not? Just because, like, is there like a certain way that lesbians and gays and transgender people play the game? Do they have like an undeveloped, different meta for their gender?
Like, are they going to be checking like birth certificates and doing like background checks and stuff? Like, how are they going to determine this?
Especially like, what if what if someone's in the closet and they don't tell you? Like, well, then what?
Are they going to violate people's rights? Like, okay, I demand you tell me your sexual orientation. Like, you can't do that. You can't ask those questions.
You can't even do that in the workplace when you're trying to get applications from applicants that are going to come to your job. You can't even do that.
So you have absolutely no right to get that information. Like, what? In the cybersecurity, you go, but please list gender. Like, this is how you get sued. You want to get sued? Because this is how you get sued.
Then it goes on to say, any team who has violated the above provision, regardless if intentional or otherwise, whether discovered during the day of the tournament or sometime after, will have all their team members, the female members as well as the lesbian, gay, transgender women member, sanctioned with a 1-year ban on all Garena organized events, including subsequent Iron Solari tournaments. Now,
notice they say regardless if intentional or otherwise. Like, what if you didn't know when your teammates was quote-unquote gay or stuff like that, and that was to leak out? Then your team would be fucked.
Or how about this little misnomer that they apparently didn't seem to catch up on? What about a bisexual person? Like, what if you have a transgender on your team, and you have someone who's bisexual, but that really wasn't a thing? So let's just say during the tournament, they were just taking lots of D. Like, the D level was just, the D train was just rolling right in through the station. Right? Then, like, 4 months down the line, they flip the script and now they're eating pizza every night. Like, there's just a smorgasbord pizza. They eat slices over here, slices over there, and they just put their face down there near the derriere. Yes, that rhymed. I'm not a rapper. But regardless of that, let's just say that's what they start doing, and all of a sudden that gets leaked out on Twitter. Are you going to have, like, your League of Legends equivalent to TMZ? Did you know XX Sniper Kitty was seen eating out with another girl? Are they dating? Could she be lesbian? Because if so, that violates the rules of the Iron Solari League, and I believe that her team should be banned for 12 subsequent months. Like, really though? Really though? Like, I hate to say that this is not a laughing matter, but this is something I can't even take serious, because isn't Riot Games supposed to be a big company? Like, isn't League of Legends supposed to be like the creme de la creme? It's supposed to be top.
You gain like millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, you mess up like this though? Really though? Really? Okay.
Yo, this is when like Dota and Valve needs to step aside. We don't discriminate, bros. Come at us.
It's probably gonna
take advantage of this.
It's probably gonna happen. I mean, League of Legends this is a shot in the foot that I'm sure they'll be able to recover from, because let's be honest, it's League. People don't really take this as quote unquote offensive, because you know how the internet is. That they'll be mad about it for like a course of 12 hours, and they'll go back and they'll buy the next piece of DLC or expansion pack that that Riot Games throws at them. You know what's gonna happen. this might just be a slap on the wrist, but this is something that the other MOBAs out there, whether it be Heroes of Newer, Dota, can really just say, hey guys, we don't discriminate. Come on into our community. We open you and embrace you with open arms. And, that would be a great selling point and launching pad for them to take as a sales point. However, the letter doesn't end there. It ends with, it is our hope that with this changes. Really though, with this changes? With this changes.
But not these changes. This changes.
Like, look, League, I understand that, this is a tournament. You may not be taking things so seriously here, but, at least get the grammar right. Please. That's all I care about. Get the grammar right. That's all I want for you to do. Get the grammar right. I'm sure there's spelling mistakes in here too, but we're not going to get into that. I'm not going to kill you for that. But this changes, though? Really? Okay. Fine. We're just going to keep on trucking. Anyway, we're able to realize our goal to have an event where everybody can enjoy while at the same time preserving the competitive aspect of this tournament. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we intend to closely monitor the impact of the changes made and will continue to have an open dialogue with all parties involved as we continue to look for ways to keep improving Iron Solari. Thank you for your support and cooperation, esports team. I'm no expert on civil rights. I'm no expert on social justice. I'm no expert in those, facets of life. But let me start off by saying, even I, not being an expert, could have came up with a better system than this, and I wouldn't have even been paid to do it. People were paid to come up with these systems, folks. People get monetary gain and value for coming up with ideas like this. Which to me is just a crackpot theory, but, hey, apparently, I don't know how to run things in these streets out here. Apparently, I'm just not real enough for some of these people. Cardus, what are your thoughts on the situation at hand here?
Well, what we've already said. It's segregation and discrimination, plain and simple. I understand in physical sports, yes, we have to separate men and women because just different physical body builds and etc. etc. We know the drill. But this, like, I also have that, like, let's take another, like chess, for example. I don't really know why those are segregated. I can't really tell you. People have all sorts of weird theories and various bullshit that I like to say. But I think, why can't the men and women play together? I guess maybe if you want, you can have some segregated leagues if that floats your boat. But I think there should definitely be, like, you can compose your team however you want. You want a team of all women? Fine. You want a team of all men? Fine. You want a team of gays? Fine. Lesbians? Fine. Transgenders? Mixture of 50 different people. Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese, and Americans, and Germans. Like, I don't care. Just, you got 5 people. They're your friends. They're not your friends. They're your enemies. They're your rivals. If you want to team up for whatever reason, you should be able to do it. You should be able to team up with whoever you want to team up with. Doesn't matter their color, their sexual orientation. It doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week on the Garena Esports Network, where we tell you you can have a team of all white folks and 1 black per team. Now, for whatever reason, they start off white and get a Michael Jackson-esque surgery and become black in the future, your team will be banned for a subsequent year. Alright, everybody, I'm the Black Prion. That's Cardus. You know where to find us. You know where to reach us. You can reach me on Twitter. You can't reach him on Twitter unless he's going to make a Twitter soon. I don't know how you're going to do with that, but reach us in the comment section below. You'll know exactly what the hell is going on with the show. Any closing words from you?
Just think of the consequences. Just think. Get some opinions. Ask people. Just do things. That's why there's people, to get opinions.
And we're out.